Hello, and thanks for tuning in. I'm Larry Tritel, and welcome to Larry's Music Stories. This is the story of a great song by Tony Joe White, Polk Salad Annie. The song was written by White, and the single was released in 1969. It went up to number 8 in the USA and Australia. White had also written the all-time great song Rainy Night in Georgia. Polk salad is a dish of greens made from pokeweed, and it can be poisonous if it's not cooked properly. White was from the swampy area of Oak Grove, Louisiana, and he tells this story. I spent the first 18 years of my life down there. My folks raised cotton and corn. There were lots of times where there weren't too much to eat, and I'm not ashamed to admit that we've often whipped up a mess of poke salad. Tastes all right too, a bit like spinach. The single was released on Monument Records and it got off to a slow start, and White said about it, "They'd given up on it, but we kept getting all these people in Texas coming to the clubs and buying the record. So we'd contact Nashville and say, send us 1,000 more this week. They'd send us these do not sell copies and we'd have to cross out the do not sell and then send them to the record stores. Finally, a guy in LA picked it up, otherwise Polk could have been lost forever." Regarding the Annie in the song, White said, Annie could have been one of maybe 3 or 4 girls along that river that were kind of tomboys. They loved to fish, climb trees, shoot rifles, that kind of stuff. Elvis Presley loved this song and would often perform it in concert. Elvis's version reached number 23 in the UK and number 16 in Ireland. Tony Joe said about Elvis, "He treated me really good every time I was around him." How great is that? I hope you enjoyed this story. Till next time, remember what the great Ian Anderson said, "Life's a long song, but the tune ends too soon for us all."